It is 6:49. This is your morning in 8 minutes. Right now, a child and a man are in serious condition after a house fire this morning on Mississippi Avenue. This happened while you were sleeping in Mechanicsville. Crews responded just before 3:30 to a call of two people possibly trapped inside. They're able to put the flames out. Two people were sent to local hospitals in serious condition. Firefighters have not said how it started. And we're learning more about a deadly crash on Alcoa Highway that left one person dead.
Well, the Alcoa Police Department says 3 children were inside a car during what they're calling a road rage incident. Police say Derek Geary was driving a Jeep Gladiator with the children inside when he crossed 2 lanes of traffic, hitting a Nissan Altima going the same way. The driver of the Nissan died at the hospital while the 3 children were treated for their injuries. Geary, police arrested him. He's facing vehicular homicide and multiple felony reckless endangerment charges.
Right now, the TBI is looking for a man wanted in connection to a murder in Gatlinburg. Police say a body was found at a home on Reagan Drive back on September 10th. Rosmel Danilo Ruby is wanted for criminal homicide in connection to that case. Right now, there's a $2,500 reward out for any information that leads to his arrest. He is considered armed and dangerous. And right now, investigators are looking for this missing teen. Crime Stoppers says 15-year-old Maria Marisol Gaspar Sebastian was last seen on September 2nd when she was dropped off at Fulton High School. Officials say she sent a text to her sister saying she was with her boyfriend in Greenville, South Carolina. If you know anything, please call Crime Stoppers. We have their number inside the WVLT News app. 4 juveniles facing charges this morning after an armed robbery just behind the UT campus in Fort Sanders.
This happened early Sunday morning on Forest Avenue. 2 men told police multiple suspects robbed them with a gun. Investigators tracked down an SUV to a home in West Knoxville on Hickory Woods Road. Police arrested 4 juveniles. 3 were charged with robbery. All of them are facing weapons and drug charges. And this morning, a man is dead after a shooting in East Knoxville.
Staff at UT Medical Center told KPD officers he showed up around 5 o'clock Sunday morning. He later died at the hospital. Officers later determined the shooting happened on Wilson Avenue. So far, police don't have any suspects.
And a Knoxville man is facing charges after police say he stabbed his uncle multiple times. Police say Christopher Abner and his uncle were arguing. A witness told officers she jumped in to separate them when she saw Abner on top of his uncle trying to stab him. He is now facing aggravated domestic assault charges. And this morning, the NTSB is continuing to investigate a deadly helicopter crash that killed a Blount County pilot. A preliminary report says David Stone was flying from St. Louis back to Knoxville when airport officials warned him there was bad weather. They told him to wait a day or 2 before flying. Stone took off and later crashed in Mammoth Cave National Park in Kentucky. He did not survive that crash. We're still working to learn the exact cause. And right now, crews are still working on a new bridge in Sevier County on Jones Cove Road. Floodwaters from Wilhite Creek washed away the bridge in July. The project will cost the state roughly $1 million. The new bridge will be about 60% longer and have new measures to prevent similar flood damage. Officials hope to have at least 1 lane open by mid-November. And a recall alert this morning. The USDA recalling frozen Korean-style beef bowls from Healthy Choice over misbranded and allergy concerns. The agency says it's supposed to be beef, but actually chicken, sausage, and pepper made it inside. Also, the product contains milk that is not listed on the box. If you have this and it has a best if used by date of April 18th of next year, throw it away or take it back to the store where you bought it from. And right now, you are taking a live look from London, England this morning, where Queen Elizabeth II's funeral is underway. This is inside Westminster Abbey. She was led in earlier by 200 musicians and followed by King Charles III and royal family members. President Biden is there along with dozens of other heads of state. 10 days of national mourning will come to an end when the monarch is laid to rest in a private ceremony at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle alongside her late husband, Prince Philip. And right now, Hurricane Fiona is causing major flooding in Puerto Rico as the territory remains without power. Take a look at this video of a bridge being completely swept away by those floodwaters. Country officials say they could see up to 30 inches in some parts of the island. Puerto Rico's ports are closed right now and flights out of the main airport are canceled. Well, WVLT is proud to be your official station of the Vols. It is a big week here on Rocky Top as Florida comes to town on Saturday. You'll be able to watch the game right here on WVLT.
The Vols looking to beat the Gators for the first time since 2016. They've opened as a 10-point favorite. Kickoff for this weekend's game is at 3:30 right here on WVLT. Today we're going to hear from Coach Josh Heupel following the big 63-6 win over Akron. There are a few injuries from Saturday that we're going to be keeping a close eye on. We hope to learn more about that this week. As for Saturday, the school says it will be another checkered Neyland game where each section of the stadium will be either orange or white. If you're going and need to know what color you are, we have a link to the website where you can type in your seating information to find the color. We have that inside the WVLT News app.
It is 6:54. We do want to get a look at your Monday morning traffic with Whitney Turner.
You could run into some pockets of fog getting out the door on this Monday morning. This is a live look at I-40 just west of the weigh scales. Get those low beams on and be prepared for that sun reduction in visibility along your drive. Right now it's looking a little bit busy on the interstate ahead of that morning rush, but we're not seeing any congestion to slow you down. This is a live look at I-40 right around Hall of Fame. All of those interstates and main roads are running on time.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
6:55 now. Zooming out to show you that big picture weather pattern that's going to bring up more heat, more humidity starting today, but even it's going to take our temperatures up further going into the next couple of days. That's where we're going to have more 90s. Look at that, bright reds to pinks even in the region, reaching out into more of our area over the next couple of days. The transition point really comes with a couple of showers and storms making it in, so walking you through that first alert futurecast for tonight. Again, spotty rain, stray downpour to thunderstorm, but a 20% coverage of our area tonight into the early morning hours tomorrow, and then that moves on, but it's the heat and humidity that sticks around. Speaking of Hurricane Fiona, I've zoomed this out enough to show you where that's still on track to veer out to sea. What'll actually head our way will be a front later this week. So this will be a cold front. All right, not that impressive in the rainfall, but that will help us out with this heat that's building up the next couple of days. So this morning is mild, one more mild morning, 59 Knoxville, 53 Sneedville to 56 in Crossville. Beautiful morning with those patches of fog in our area, mostly sunny, to then some scattered clouds this afternoon ahead of that spotty rain and storms tonight. Your high today will be 87. So again, isolated rain and storms tonight, couple on Thursday, but then that heat takes a hit. Next couple of days, 90s, tracking a mild weekend. Got a lot for you still coming up on the CW as we break down each of these fronts this week.
All right, Heather, thank you very much. It is 6:56. We're headed over to WBXX. We do want to leave you with another live look inside Westminster Abbey where the Queen's funeral is well underway.